Hello everyone. Today we are going to start the Python series. In this series, we are complete each and every aspect of the Python. Okay. So in today's videos, we are going to see how to install the Python and how to configure the Jupyter notebook. Okay, with the Python. Okay. So Jupyter Notebook is one of the IDE which is freely available and come up with the Python 3 by defaultly. Okay, so we just first we install the Python, and after that we're going to configure the Jupyter Notebook, how to launch a Jupyter Notebook and print the hello world statement into the Python. This is today's video agenda. Okay, so first I'm going to check on my system Python is available or not. If the Python is available, we're going to uninstall it and then going to install it. Okay, so I will just for making to check the Python is installed or not, just go to command prompt and type the keyword Python. Okay, if the Python is installed, it will show you the Python version and Python editor. This is the 3 times greater than sign means it is in Python. So I will just exit from this Python, comes to normal command prompt window. Okay, so now I'm going to uninstall my Python. For that I'm going to control panel of Windows machine. Okay, go to the programs. Under the programs there is option lock Python 3.9.4. that was the latest version. So I will just right click on it, select the uninstall, and it will going to uninstall the Python program. Okay, so previously we had checked that Python was installed on our system, and now we are going to uninstall the Python from our system. So now I have to, once the Python get uninstalled, I have to make sure Python is installed or not. Again we're going to check. So for that I will just close this window, okay, and wait to uninstall the Python. Okay. So before that, for the to continue this uninstallation, we were going to create one folder on our system, so which already I have created. Okay, that is his name is a Python workspace. Okay, so in Python workspace, under this folder we're going to save our all programs related files and feature from onwards. Okay, so let's be going to do the some addition program, so we're going to save it here as an addition program. So that's why we're going to create the that Python workspace, Python underscore workspace folder in any directory. So I have created an F directory, and you can create on any directory if you want. So it's near to completion of uninstallation process. Okay, so just so yeah, it's completed. Now I'm going to open again cmd prompt to make sure Python is uninstalled or not. So I just type in the Python and check Python is not installed. Okay, so that means Python get uninstalled here. So it will show this, it is not internal external command. Okay, to install we need to do the code Python setup from the internet. So you just type the Python download, and it will redirect to python.org. Click on it and it will show Python version. Okay, and now it's showing the Windows. So this website is going to detect your OS version, which OS you have installed on this my system. So in my system we are using Windows. Okay, so it will going to show the Windows related stuff. If I am using Linux, it will show the Linux related stuff. So it will going to show the Windows related setup. Okay, and apart from that there are some active releases, and okay, so there are 3.9, 3.8, the previous releases also. If you want any specific releases, these releases also available on the same page. Okay, so you can go for document also. Okay, so there are documents are tutorials are here, language reference setups. Okay, so there are much more information are given on this website. You can use or you can refer for your learning Python process. Okay, so just click on here, it will going to download it. I'm going to pause it because I'm already have downloaded this setup on my system, and we just going to run that system. Okay, sorry, run that setup. So we already downloaded 3.9.4. okay, so AMD 64, that is a version 64 for 64 system, 64-bit system. Okay, so I just double click on Here we have two options. Was the install now, and second is the custom. Install now is by default all standard libraries which are present in this install now option. Second is a customize option. If you want, you can choose, or you don't. You can choose or select delete, select or deselect any option as per your requirement. But we go for the standard one. Second is, and it is very important, we need to make sure checkbox this path, that add path to add python 3.2 path. Okay, so it is going to automatically, while installation, it is going to add the python path into the system variable. Okay, so that is very important for us. Okay, I just click on install now button, and it will going to install all the standard library which by defaultly come with the python. Okay, so that is about the how to install, how to uninstall first, how to install it. Once the installation done, we're going to try to launch the Jupyter notebook. Okay, and in that notebook we're going to do a simple program like hello world program, or just print statement of python. Okay, in upcoming series we're going to see how to write a program, how to do the programs. Okay, so these are things we are going to do. Okay, so in python we are going to do the step by step things. Okay, so in this, okay, python is get installed. Now I'm going to type again python. I just close this terminal and open again terminal and just type the python. Okay, now it is open. I will close the python terminal and type the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so Jupyter notebook is one of the IDE. With the help of, we can do the code and execute our python code. So Jupyter notebook, yeah, it is going to open into the default library location or a default python location. Okay, so if you observe, the python is not going to install in the program file or program file 86. He is going to install in the user, under the user, that app data, programs app data. Okay, so here is under the, he is going to install under the program app data. Okay, he is not going to install in your a normal program under the C program file 86 or program file. So these are the all library coming from this folder. Okay, so if I want to launch my Jupyter notebook from specific folder, so which we talk about this folder. Okay, so here we created a specific folder, or we call it workspace. In standard language we call it as workspace. So I want to store my all python program into this workspace. So I want to launch the Jupyter notebook from this workspace. So how do I do that? We are going to see it. So I'll just close this existing one which we launched, and just close it, and we're going to here just type the cmd and Jupyter notebook. Okay, so in this folder, the workspace folder, there is nothing is present. Okay, there is, it is an empty folder, that's why it is going to show the empty. We are going to create one file, new file, using a new, and we say py test. Okay, and rename it. So my file name is a pytest. If you observe here, pytest dot ib ipyb ynb. Okay, so that was the Jupyter notebook extension. This is the Jupyter notebook extension. So basically python gets saved dot py extension, but this is the Jupyter notebook extensions. Okay, so now we are on Jupyter notebook. This is the cell. In this cell we can do the coding. So let's, I will do the print hi everyone. Okay, so I just type the message. So I want to execute it. So I have two options to execute it. First, press the control button and hit the enter button, then it will going to execute it. And second thing, keep the cursor on cell and click on run button. It will run and create the another cell for execution. Okay, so in this way today we have learned how to uninstall it, how to install it, how to launch the Jupyter notebook from specific folder, and how to run the program. So that's it for today. In upcoming videos we're going to see the Python step by step. Let's consider how what is the Python, who created it. That's some theoretically. After that we're going to see the syntax, data types, and we're going to take the more programs, not going to just syntactually thing. Our intention to take the more and more programs. So once we learning the Python, at that time we're going to do the programming also. Okay, let's consider. I will give an example. We completed the if and else part. Okay, if and else programming part. Okay, statement part in Python. So once the if and else statement part completed, we will take the 10 to 20 programs for each and every syntactual or statement part. So let's consider we completed the for loop of theory and some syntactual things. After that, we will take some programs so you can get handy of the programs. Okay, so in this way, we're going to cover this uh, session. Thank you for watching, and do like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much.